Hi there, Chrissy Nix with Soulful Aligned Entrepreneur, and today I'm talking about alignment and visibility. Now, as many of you know, we have a 30-day visibility challenge coming up, and recently we talked to a local networking group about what alignment has to do with visibility and how it can actually make your visibility easier in attracting your ideal clients, especially when you hate putting yourself out there. And I know many of you, like me, would rather be home in front of your computer in your PJs, eating chocolate chips, making sure that the world goes round, right, from home. And putting yourself out there can be rather challenging and a little uncomfortable. And so, in our talk this week, we actually covered how to start getting over being so withdrawn from the world, but also how to really put yourself out there in a way that feels really good. And alignment is key in really people seeing you for who you are authentically. Because visibility is all about being seen by your client, your peers, those who will want to work with you soon. It's really in multiple levels and capacities. So being visible is a big deal, especially if you're working from home and you're trying to build your business online. So online visibility is a challenge for a lot of us, but also going out in person and building clients in our backyard is also challenging. So alignment and visibility. So visibility is being seen, right? Some of us have problems putting ourselves out there because for whatever reason, emotional, mental, spiritual connection, it's hard for us to be seen, okay? Our uniqueness is what we're wanting to really put out there, but for some reason cannot seem to make it go. And we are inundated by all this information out there on exactly how we should be marketing ourselves, how we should be being visible. Social platforms, building our list, building our incomes. There's a lot of ways and reasons why we want to be visible. So alignment is a big deal in helping us become easier with it, really. And so with the visibility, the first step in making visibility easier and bringing it more in alignment with who you are is quite simply understanding how you work. And the one example we gave at our talk was quite simply that a lot of us seem very extroverted or introverted in our energy. And I know those words, extrovert, introvert, might make you cringe. But really, what it is that it's the use of energy. Like extroverts tend to really feed off the energy of others, not like a vampire. But we watched a movie last night about vampires. But anyway, but really, extroverts seem to really bring their spirits up when they're around people, and when they walk away from a crowd, they feel energized. Okay, where an introvert is just the opposite. They actually might enjoy being out and being social, but when they're done, they're done. They need to go home. They need to be by themselves. They need to lock themselves away in their cave, and they need to recover. So it's a different way of using energy. And so in our worksheet down below, the first thing we have is a little bit of a taste of a quiz that we have. Rating, it'll tell you how introverted and extroverted you are in regular business activities. And then looking at those will allow you and help you to structure your business and how you approach your business in a more aligned way because it'll feel comfortable to you. So I want you to know that alignment means no rules. Alignment means that everything is all about you and it comes from you. And if it's not coming from you and doing it in your own way, it's completely out of sync. It's out of alignment. So all the rules that everybody's told you on how you need to be doing something, it needs to be, the structure is one thing, but you really need to understand that everything needs to be modified to fit who you are. And the second thing we talked about is something that my business partner, Nikki, absolutely loves doing. The first thing was really understanding your uniqueness and how to articulate that and have that come across authentically in your business. How you put yourself out there, how you are visible, right? The first thing that we talk about, work with our clients on, is called our pissy soapbox. And that is listing things that really piss you off and make you mad, and you are never going to do that kind of thing with the people who are in your industry doing what you do, kind of, sort of, because all of us are different, right? All of us do things differently. However, the people who are vying for your client, right? They have a message to put out there and they're putting it out there in their own way. So how are you different? Okay, that's the pissy soapbox. And taking that information and translating that into positive things will show you what you're good at. It'll show you what you're bringing to the table that makes you different and unique. And so it's a really big and great exercise in getting that another level of clarity on what makes you unique. And then going into the third step, which is really knowing what's really connecting and what's landing with your audience. And it all goes back to tracking. If you don't know what you're doing and how it's affecting your audience, whether you're getting conversions, whether you're having a conversation, if it's not striking a conversation and creating a conversation where you're connecting with your audience, then it's really not something you need to be putting your energy into. So tracking, and there's a little sample of worksheet here down below, is that tracking is a big deal. If you don't know A, what you're doing, and B, what kind of response you're getting, it's you're just throwing spaghetti constantly, and it's exasperating, and it's also just exhausting. So we really want you to start tracking a simple spreadsheet. You put, post a blog on Facebook this, and this day, you had this much engagement. You had, you're building your list this, and this day, you offered this. You got this engagement from this group. You got this engagement from this group. 5 people signed up. So being able to track, and there's some things like in MailChimp and things like that that'll actually give you stats. Google Analytics will give you stats, right? But if you don't engage those things and actually pay attention to where you're putting your energy, you're going to be all over the place, you're going to be exhausted, and you're not going to have any clients. So with that, I ask you to pay attention to how you're being pulled to be visible. What ideas are popping into your head to put yourself out there? And then I want you to think about, how can I do this in a way that excites me, that feels great, that feels very energetic and connecting, versus what's going to drain me? What do I